friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in with me today. I'm wondering if you notice anything different. If not, the background is now pink thanks to my lovely mom who bought me this new background. I hope that y'all love it and can focus on what I'm doing a little better, especially in today's video. I'm gonna be recreating a nail set I found on Pinterest, which I'll post a picture of it here. So I'm gonna do this but change it up a little bit. Instead of doing gold, I'm gonna go silver and also add some charms. I wasn't quite sure how to make the thick outline of the gold that's pictured here, but I just did it the best way that I could. So right now I'm just picking out my nails as these are going to be press-ons. I did not need to size these because I already know which sizes I need. For the thumb, I did have to size up because as you can see, I'm running a little low on nails now, but the size still fits, especially with using Polygel as my base. The nail is going to shrink up a bit, I'm pretty sure, so it works out just fine. If I were using gel, it probably wouldn't shrink up as much or at all. I did cut these down by measuring them side by side. I don't usually do that, but for some reason with this video I did. But now I'm just filing the free edge to get the nail straight and shaped. I'm gonna be starting a new segment on my channel. I'm really into astrology and readings, not in a sense where I'm overly knowledgeable about the topic, but I do enjoy reading my horoscope and those meme pages you might see that outline the characteristics of certain signs. I myself am a Gemini and we're in the season of Gemini, so I will start out with the sign according to the season we're in. So for example, next season I'll be starting with Cancers and Geminis will be last. So full disclaimer, I am not an astrologer or a licensed psychic. I just simply enjoy the topic. You can also read your own horoscope. I use the app Daily Horoscope to read mine nearly every day at the beginning of the day, but I'm gonna hold off as much as it pains me to wait, but I want to give my real raw reaction in these videos with you guys. So Geminis, this is your horoscope for today. Drop some Gemini symbols in the comments. Let me know you're here. Today's reading says, someone may soon make a spectacular presentation to you, dear Gemini, in an effort to get you involved in something or to invest in something. It might seem quite fantastic and you may be very intrigued. Beware, however, because it could turn out to be mostly smoke and mirrors with very little of a stable foundation. You are enough of a dreamer to want to buy into this, but you are also smart enough to discern the difference between what is real and what is not. Remain aware of this possibility so you can identify truth from fiction. So this talks about investing, and I feel like this might have to do with a business venture maybe, or something with finances. So I feel like an opportunity might present itself potentially, and maybe even within relationships, being invited somewhere. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm interpreting this horoscope for today. Let me know if this resonates with you or kind of how you interpret this horoscope. That's all it says for our Geminis today. So now we're going to move on to our Cancers. Cancers, your horoscope reads, there is a big emotional barrier in your life, dear Moonchild, but you can move past it. You see it as extremely complicated and an approach seems unfathomable. You may be avoiding it completely, even though it has damaged your life in many ways, but it is far less complicated than you think it is. It involves facing someone who has wronged you severely, and the very thought of that kind of confrontation is unthinkable. Yet much of the work is already done for you. That person knows what they did, so you don't need to tell them. All you really have to do is be open to an apology. So Cancers, it sounds like you may be going through a situation today that you are the victim and you're just, like it says, you have to be open to somebody apologizing to you because they were in the wrong. So I know with Cancers, you guys are a little more emotional, which is okay. It's okay to have emotions and show emotions. I'm not saying anything about that. I really want to know what it is that's like making you kind of standoffish about the situation and you really don't want to talk about it and you're just waiting on them. Like, I just want to know what it is. But anyway, Cancers, that was your horoscope for today. Let me know if it resonates with you and we'll move on next to our Leos. Leo, your reading says you may have a very strong assumption now about someone's intentions or ulterior motives. You may be basing this on things you have heard along with deductive reasoning. However, Leo, if you haven't seen evidence directly that can validate what you suspect, then you need to take your time, be patient, and look closer. If you make a move or a change now based solely on assumptions, no matter how good they may seem, you can make an irreversible mistake. Be sure that you can come up with the absolute best solution. So Leo, it sounds like it's saying that don't go off of he say, she say. Make sure you see it for yourself. You want to make sure you have good evidence and actual evidence. So yeah, I think that's how I'm interpreting that one. Let me know in the comments how you interpret this one. And next we'll be moving on to our Virgos. Virgo, your horoscope says that you may not feel that you have the time now for someone new who has entered your life, or perhaps someone from your past who has shown up again. You have too much to do to make room for another person who is showing interest in getting to know you better, whether it is for friendship, family, or romance. How wrong you are to think that way, Virgo. You can never have enough people who care about you or love you. You may be busy, but with your strong organizational skills, you can find a way to fit it in. So someone has come into your life or back into your life and they're trying to spend time with you and everything, but you're just like, I got a lot going on, too much going on at that. But your horoscope is saying, use those skills that you have, because I know that y'all are good organizers. I actually have a lot of Virgos in my life, so I know that y'all are good at organization, and try to fit them into your schedule. You know you can do it, so that's what it's saying that you need to do. But Virgos, that was your horoscope for today. Now we're going to move on to Libras. Libra, your horoscope says you can tell someone what they want to hear and they will be happier and easier to get along with. Someone in your life may soon come to you asking for advice, and if you give them the advice they want, it will be easier on you, Libra. If you think about their situation objectively, though, your honest appraisal may not be what they want to hear, and you may get a harsh reaction. A true friend does what's best for the people they care about. Just keep that in mind today. So Libra, it sounds like there may be a situation where you have to be straight up with your friend. Don't sugarcoat anything. Just tell them how it is and hope they accept it. It's just saying be a good friend and just be honest up front. I don't know what the situation is, but I hope that whatever it is, y'all get it figured out. Your friend gets it figured out, all that. So let me know, Libra, how you interpret this. And that was your horoscope for the day. Now we're going to move on to our Scorpios. Scorpio, your horoscope says your ability to express yourself is enhanced now, dear Scorpio. And although you are already very articulate and good at conveying what you feel, this is a bit different. You are often a closed door, afraid to show too much of yourself because of the way you covet your privacy. Today, you can overcome that need to remain secretive, and if you have something deep that you need to share with someone in your life who is important to you, you can use this enhanced energy to do so. So naturally, Scorpio, you are a secretive, private person. Not many people know what's going on in your life. You tend to keep that information to yourself. Kudos to you. But today it's saying open up to the person that's important to you. Let them know how you're feeling, what's on your mind. Today's the day to do that. So Scorpio, that was your horoscope for today. Next, we're moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your horoscope for today says you may be very focused now on money, luxury, and the material things that you admire. You may be trying to acquire more or improve on what you already have, which is fine. However, at this time, you are encouraged to concentrate more on the best things in life, which are indeed free, at least from a dollar figure. You may have neglected a personal relationship or two, Sagittarius, and that's not something you can buy. You can acquire and protect them, though, by giving them the time, attention, and affection they deserve. Work on that today. So it sounds like Sagittarius need to work on those interpersonal relationships rather than the materialistic things. We know you want to get money, you want to live in luxury, you want all the nice things, but we also have to nurture those relationships with those around us. So it's just saying focus on that today, Sagittarius. That was your horoscope of the day. Now we're going to move on to our Capricorns. Capricorn, your horoscope today says you may be feeling a bit dreamy today, dear Capricorn, and there is nothing wrong with that. You may feel foolish or unproductive by giving into whims and fantasy, but it can actually be quite helpful. In fact, every dream come true initially begins with a desire and a dream. The way to be productive with the things you fantasize about, once you have narrowed down the ideas that mean the most to you and will benefit you, is to take the first steps in exploring them and finding ways to make them work. Don't chastise yourself. Transform those fantasies into reality. Okay, Capricorn, so it sounds like you have many ideas that you want to explore, but you're just daydreaming about them and not putting forth the effort to actually do them. But your horoscope is saying, do the work today. Put your ideas together, figure out a game plan, and put it into fruition. Like, it's time to go. But that's how I'm interpreting your horoscope for today. Let me know if it resonates with you at all. And next we'll be moving on to our Aquarius. Aquarius, your horoscope says you may wish to play it safe with a coveted role you will soon take on or have taken on recently, Aquarius. You don't want to shake anything up, cause any disturbances, or challenge any boundaries because you will feel so lucky to just be in the position you're in. Even so, if you do take a risk because of the wonderful ideas that come to you, you can change your life in ways you have not yet imagined. Be brave, be bold, and consider sharing your brilliance. Okay, Aquarius, so I think your horoscope is saying don't be afraid to take risks and take a chance. Even if you're in a position where you're comfortable, you have what you need, still take chances, because I think you're going to get a great outcome even when you take a chance. So definitely go for it, shoot for the stars. I think that's what this is saying. So let me know how you interpret your horoscope, and we'll go ahead and move on to our Pisces. Pisces, your horoscope says you see yourself as very insightful, intuitive, and as being able to read people successfully. When you have a gut feeling that you know what someone is thinking, you are more often right than not, but not always. Even though you may have a strong sense of who you think a certain new person in your social circle or at work is, Pisces, you could be very wrong. Your thoughts may be driven by someone this person reminds you of or a similar circumstance from the past. Don't try to read into what they are thinking, observe, and then ask. So Pisces, it sounds like your horoscope is saying observe and ask questions before you jump to any conclusions. I definitely understand where you might be coming from, where it's saying how a situation may seem similar to something that's happened in the past and now you want to react. But your horoscope definitely says take your time, observe the situation in full before jumping to any conclusions. So that was your horoscope of the day, Pisces. Now we're going to move on to Aries. Aries, your horoscope says do your best to resist the urge to complain, vetch, and criticize today, dear Aries. You may be inclined to want to let everyone know what you're thinking, and you may be feeling a bit harsh. You may be agitated by circumstances that are happening now. You need to remind yourself that the troubles you are dealing with at the moment are going to fall away and reveal a much better situation. In other words, current turbulence is only temporary, so don't allow it to create long-lasting conflicts with the people in your world that you care about. So I feel like Aries usually have more rage compared to other signs. Let me know if you feel different, Aries. But today it's saying don't overly react to something that happens. Emotions are temporary, so don't let that impact the day or your relationships with other people just because of a present feeling that's going to go away eventually. So Aries, let me know how you resonate with this horoscope. And we are going to move on next to our Taurus. Taurus, your horoscope says you may have fallen into a routine that is starting to become a rut. And when that happens, Taurus, you stop feeling motivated, ambitious, inspired, and productive. You become satisfied with the status quo because it's working. But things could be so much better for you. It is time to dust off some of your goals and dreams and find a way out of your rut. You can start simply by getting out and about more, by talking to people and getting involved in things that are meaningful to you. Do whatever it takes to jumpstart your life. So Taurus, it sounds like you may be having a moment where you just feel stuck. You're not sure which direction to go, but your horoscope is saying in order to get out of that rut, you need to get out more, start talking to people. That way you can start working toward the life that you want and accomplish your dreams and things. So Hopefully you get pulled out of this rut that you're in, Taurus. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. If not, let me know in the comments. And that was our last zodiac reading of the day. Let me know what you guys think of this segment in the comments. I want to continue doing it, but only if you guys are interested in it. I don't want to keep doing something that people aren't interested in. So let me know if any of that resonated with you and if you enjoy this segment. I did receive a question, well, a two-part question that I want to answer, which is how do you get the best bond to your natural nails and how do you keep your natural nails in good condition? So I'm no professional, of course, but I can give the best answer that I can give. I'm going to answer this backwards, but the way that I keep my nails in good condition is by using a peel-off base coat to adhere my nails. The peel-off base coat does not allow your nails to last a long time, which is solely the purpose of me using it. I only have the nails on for the video and I usually take them off right after. Sometimes I'll wear them longer on a good day, but because I only wear nails for my videos, they're usually always in pretty good condition. My natural nail beds are usually in pretty good condition, in my opinion. Now, if you want to preserve your nails and you do wear nails all the time, I would recommend using a pH bond prior to starting your nails. So that should be a part of your nail prep. The pH bond is going to dehydrate your nails and remove those natural oils from your nail bed. You would also want to use nail primer, which is going to be a layer between the natural nail and false nail. That is what's going to create that strong bond. So I hope this answers the question. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them below and I will do my best to answer them. I'm gonna let this next part play out for a bit. I'm just filing the nails and shaping them, and I'll jump back on when I feel that I need to explain the next part of the video. I've been trying this new method of putting cuticle oil on the nail right after I file them, and I use my buffer to buff them, and this has made a huge difference with my gel application. Once I start my design, it creates such a smooth surface, y'all have no idea. But I would definitely recommend you try it if you want to, or if you just are trying to explore other ways to improve your nail designs. I think this would be definitely a go-to. I also would highly suggest that you wipe the nails off with alcohol right after you do this part, because if you do not, then your gel polish is not going to apply as smoothly. It's still going to be smooth, but you may have a little bit of dips in it, so I would definitely recommend that you wipe it off. I actually made the mistake of not doing that this time with this set, and it didn't turn out bad, but I knew that it could have been better had I done that part, so just remember to do that afterwards. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm going to be recreating this design in silver. So I'm using this metal painting gel that I received from Born Pretty. You can use my code on their website to save if you want to purchase anything. I'll put the code and affiliate link in the description box so that you can get this as well if you want. But I'm essentially going to be drawing that same design as in the picture. So I'm starting from the side of the nail and working my way down to the other side of the nail. And then I'm just filling it in with the same polish, and then I'm just going to cure it in my lamp. I'm honestly not too sure how to create that thick line around the edge. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm just going to cure this in my light, and then I'm going to do another layer and just try to make it kind of a thick line, and then I'm just going to quickly cure it so that it stays in place. Now I'm just adding a top coat to all of my nails. Unfortunately, some of the polish did not cure, and so I didn't realize that it was on parts of the nail that it shouldn't have been on, and so I accidentally cured the metal color on the base, but it's fine. I realized it when it was too late, and I didn't want to go back and honestly I didn't know how to fix it, so I just kept it as it is. But that's also part of the reason I just decided to add some charms, because the polish was just curing into the wrong areas, but that's okay. But yes, definitely check your nails before you cure them, because I did not do that. This is the finished nail design. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.